We're not going to count this week, right? But it's still supposed to be spring, right? Eventually spring's going to come, and what that tends to unveil is the big issue around here every spring is potholes. But we have a few tips to help you survive pothole season. Scott Goss is here from Bell Tire to help us navigate around the potholes. And what can we do to keep our car protected?
Sure. I mean, one of the first things you can do to keep it protected is to maintain it properly as far as air pressure. Make sure that it's actually filled up to the manufacturer's recommendations.
Your tires you're talking
about. Your tires, yep, absolutely. Have your shocks and struts checked. That acts as a damper between basically you and the road. So that's another thing that you want to do to make sure that the vehicle's up to snuff for the pothole season. One of the main things, though, you want to avoid the potholes.
Right.
Okay, so you want to make sure you're driving cautiously. You don't want to be distracted. Don't want to be texting and driving, playing with your phone. Visibility is key. Windshield wipers, squirters, all that good stuff as well.
And a lot of it is speed, right? I mean, if you're coming up on a pothole, if you're going the speed limit, maybe you can see it if you're going a little faster, which I've heard people do. Actually drive a little faster than the speed limit.
Oh, you've heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
That happens from time to time.
Yeah.
So yeah, slowing down actually, that would definitely help. If you are lucky enough to see the pothole that you're about to hit and you have no way of avoiding it, when you do slow down up to it, you actually want to let off the brake as you go over it. If you're on the brakes going over a pothole, just like railroad tracks, it's actually harder on the suspension.
Okay.
So.
And there's some other tips, for instance, for maintaining your car. I mean, when you come out of winter, it's also just a good time in general to sort of give your car a good old once-over.
Absolutely. I mean, you can bring it into any of our locations and we can inspect it for free, go over the whole vehicle, check out the suspension. All that stuff is key. I mean, it's inevitable. You're going to hit a pothole.
Right.
So you want to make sure the car is, in working function.
One thing you mentioned is that making sure your car's in good working order, and it sort of helps prevent you from feeling the pothole, but also when your tires are properly inflated, your struts and suspension are in good shape, it also helps protect some of the other parts of the car too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean, if you have worn out shocks and struts on a vehicle, or improper air pressure in your tires as you hit a pothole, that's going to actually go through. It's going to affect your ball joints, tie rods, other suspension components. So absolutely.
All right, and cracks in windshields, lots of folks tend to have them. Potholes can actually exacerbate those cracks.
Yes, it can. I mean, this is that season where the roads are broken up. I mean, not only do we see more cracks just from hitting potholes or a crack that might spread, but you see a lot more loose debris on the roads. We actually offer a full line of windshield repair and replacement at any of our locations. We work with major insurance companies, so having that stuff taken care of and having a chip fixed before it becomes a big crack is a great thing to do.
And it's a reminder, you can fix the chip. You don't have to immediately say, oh, I have a small chip in there. I have to replace the windshield. That's going to be expensive.
Right, absolutely, yeah. If the chip's small enough, typically quarter size or smaller, we can actually drill and fill it with a resin, and hopefully that'll prevent it from spreading and prevent you from having to buy a windshield.
And if you do that, is it visible when you drill and fill it with the resin?
Typically it is still visible, but sometimes you get lucky and it it takes care of most of it. A lot of times you still can see it. The point of it's just to really stop it from spreading, though. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Scott. You know something? We're going to help you. If you want to go visit Scott or any of the Bell Tires around Metro Detroit, we're going to maybe put $100 in your pocket. We have a contest going on here at WXYZ. You can win a $100 gift card from Bell Tire. If you'd like to enter, go to WXYZ.com/contest to enter as part of our Mother's Day giveaway. So if you get the card, maybe you give it to the special lady in your life. Or just use it yourself, if you need it.